Hi everyone. So today I'm going to use one of the new Wet n Wild Coloricon trios that just came out for spring. They're very sort of 90s, 80s to 90s inspired, so I'm not sure if these are just going to be permanent for this year or what. But nonetheless, I do really like that these are very colorful, bold drugstore eyeshadows because a lot of drugstore makeup has a tendency to be more subdued, and the original line of Coloricon trios is very subdued. These are that same lovely creamy Wet n Wild texture that you would expect, but very bold. So to get started, we're just going to mask any veining or redness with Urban Decay Eden Primer Potion. Now I just used Urban Decay's 24/7 liner in Covet. It's just a bright green, and I just colored in the eyelid like so. I'm going to take my Sephora Creaseless Cream Brush, and we're just going to blend that using Wet n Wild's new Coloricon palette. These are now part of the permanent line in Dream of Greenie. I'm going to be using this color that says Crease color right there, using a Low Cornell 1/4 inch Maxine mop. I'm just going to pat that right on top of Urban Decay's Covet. I'm going to use a little bit of MAC's Soft Brown and a little bit of MAC's Cork. I was just trying to think of brown matte dupes, but actually if you use the Wet n Wild Vanity palette, you'd be good to go. So I'm just going to go ahead and blend that through the crease. Now I'm going to go back in with a little bit of Dazzleite from MAC, which is this bright, kind of creamy off-white up here, using my Bedhead Love Brush. Now I'm going to use this Browbone color. It's just a soft mint green seafoam color. I can't really think of, you know, what it's trying to dupe. It's just a very different pale seafoamy green. Now I'm going to use the color that says Eyelid. Now this is actually very comparable to MAC's Sweet and Punchy that came out in MAC to the Beach. I've seen a few people use Sweet and Punchy in tutorials post MAC to the Beach, and there are good dupes for MAC to the Beach Sweet and Punchy. There's, you know, it's not the most unique color, but this is a great drugstore dupe. I haven't really seen a drugstore limey green this vibrant. Now just to intensify that, it's actually also going to help the green pop, but it's also going to make the look a little sexier. I'm going to use MAC's Black Tide and my 219 pencil brush. Now there are plenty of dupes for MAC's Black Tide. Does not have to be Black Tide at all. Black Tide is not even really all that inky. It's really sort of a soft, subtle black. I'm going to take a little bit more of Black Tide, and we're going to go across the upper lash line and just smudge that out on top of the upper lash line. Now I'm going to use MAC's Beeline, and we're going to just line the waterline. Now I'm using MAC's Designer Purple. It's just a shimmery purple pencil. The shimmer in here is not going to be too concentrated. It doesn't really transfer, even though it is a Pearl Glide. Now I'm just going to set that with just a dash of Black Tide. I'm going to line the upper lash line. Feel free to skip it if this is what you want and like. I think it's a bit soft, so I'm just going to elongate the eye with Kat Von D's Tattoo Liner and Trooper. It doesn't really matter what liquid eyeliner you take, just to be honest, if you like black or brown or whatever. Now I'm going to use Tokidoki's Perfetto eyeliner in Mostro, and it's just a green felt tip pen. I'm going to go underneath the purple and bring it up and go underneath the black liner. Now since the eyes are kind of heavy and I sort of did like a faux tan, I really brought up my contour. I'm just going to take a very light minimal blush. I'm going to be using MAC's MSF in Petticoat. Milani makes great dupes for the MSFs, and if you live in the UK, I believe the brand is called Accessorize, and they make great MSF dupes. I'm just going to get my Eco Tools brush in there. Now for lips, I'm going to be using MAC's Strip Down Lip Liner. Now I'm going to use MAC's Viva Glam Gaga 2. Can't really come up with a dupe idea for this one. I suppose there's different new drugstore ones. Not a lot, but a few. Then I'm going to take MAC's Viva Glam Gaga 2. But I don't really try to come up with dupes for the Viva Glams just because all proceeds go to AIDS. And then Viva Glam Gaga 2 is pretty much just a soft, nudie, peachy brown. And the reason why I went nude on the lips is so they don't compete with these crazy eyes. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll talk to you guys later.